Yo, what's going on? Today we're going to be continuing this Zelda multiworld. Not deathless anymore because the run died, but we're just going to run it out. We're, pretty close to the end, so just want to finish it up. Just get some more practice in um, for subsequent attempts. I think last time we started with, or ended with Zelda II, we're going to be doing some seasons first, because I believe we can just finish up seasons right now. So I'm just going to get this started. Because we got Summer. Summer was the big thing that was blocking us from finishing. I might as well do Pedestal first. There's no reason to do Pedestal, right? If we're just gonna finish. We'll just finish and release. So yeah, I'm doing seasons now because I'm not doing Zelda 2 for a little bit. I want to try and maybe get a few more P bags if we can, so that we can get some more levels before we go into Great Palace. But otherwise, Zelda 2 is in Go mode. Seasons should be in Go mode. We still need a few things for ages, for Minish Cap we still need 4 sword. A Link to the Past still needs a couple things. So we're still trucking along. Alright, it's D7. Honestly, even though I have, what, 3 dungeons to do, it shouldn't take me too long. Especially once I get into, like, finishing things up. Like, just get straight into Onyx, and then Onyx is just gonna die. Because we have so many, like, strong things. Might as well do it this way. No reason to get a second key. Oh. Like, we're just gonna go mode all of this right now. Oh, I do have the compass. I could have checked to see if there was a key down here. It's fine. Wait, I screwed that up. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, it's randomized puzzles. Hold on. It's randomized puzzles. I'm not used to this. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Oh wait, I see how to do it. I see how I gotta do it here. Gotta bring that over. Oh no, I had to bring that down first. Okay. Or maybe not. Bring this over first. Bring that over second. There we go. That's actually kind of fun. Not knowing the solution. You have to like figure it out. Because one of the problems with like playing this a million times over is that you've done this so many times, you just muscle memory it. Yeah, this has been a pretty long seed. Unfortunately, we did die. We're just playing it out at this point. Just because it's been going on for so long and we're so close to the end. I just want to, like, play the end game of everything. Yep, it was Zelda II. But it wasn't like anything specific. Oh, there was one specific thing that really killed the run, which was this weird key in what was it, Palace 2? I think it was Palace 2. There's like a key on the bottom of like a disintegrating blocks, and I tried it twice and died both times. And then the last one, I was like, you know what? Let me just continue with the game. And then we died one more spot. Forget where it was. After that, I didn't really care because we were just going on. There's definitely been like a few more deaths after that. But you know what? Life goes on. Usually. Yeah, Zelda 2 is just absolutely brutal. There's so many things that can just kill you instantly. Oh, did I ever get... I have the blue ring. Probably use that. I know we have red ring in ages. We don't have it here. Do I have boss key? I do not have boss key. Now I have boss key. Alright. Yeah, it's definitely like NES hard. It didn't have to be boss key. That could have been the last small key. And then boss key could either be at the front or in the back. See, there's the last small key. Alright, that's one dungeon down. Let's see, D3 is up here. I think we already placed the dragon key, if I remember correctly. So I just have to enter the dungeon. Yeah, it's D3 and D4. Both require summer. Yeah, we did. Okay. Like, everything here, it was just summer locked. That was weird. Yeah, no more crashes, please. Yo, Omega, congrats on the 25 stream streak. Very nice. And Cascade with the 3 stream. Okay. I see you. Let's see, I have 1 key. Yeah, we'll go to Feather Chest. We might as well just, like, full clear everything. You're wondering if it's worth swapping Z2 for OT? Then it wouldn't be all 2D Zeldas, would it? At that point, I could add in like Wind Waker or in Twilight Princess or something like. If we wanted to go that route. The idea of this was that it was going to be all 2D Zeldas. Including Zelda 2. Like, I could probably come up with a set of games that's not all Zelda. That would be pretty interesting. But, like, I wanted to do all Zeldas because I wanted to eventually do every Zelda in a multi-world. And I think we're close to getting that off the ground. I think I want to do that probably within the next couple months. Oh, that magic container. I wonder, that might have actually been necessary. It may be necessary for that to cast Thunder. I don't know. I don't remember if level 8 magic... If level 8 magic with -1 magic container can cast Thunder. Because I've never been in that situation. Usually, in the, the Zelda 2 speedruns, we just get everything because it's 100% all keys. So I've never been in that situation where I'm up to T-Bird without everything. Thunder on level 8 magic takes 4 containers? Okay. Like, I've never had to run the calcs to figure it out, basically. But we're not going to have to worry about it, because we got them all now. Less than 7 requires all. Okay. Because I think... What was our leveling system? Our leveling in Z2 is usually 877, I think. I know we go 8 attack. I want to say it's 7 magic, 7 life, usually. Level 7 takes 7, okay. So we would have been fine with 7. But it would have basically taken everything. It's 6.25, so I'd have 3/4 of a container left. Which is basically still not enough to cast anything else. Because usually the goal is to cast Thunder, Shield, and Thunder, Shield, and Jump. Yeah, I screwed that up. It's been a while since I've done this. Like we haven't done a season seed in a while. There we go. Shield and Jump takes 1.75 at 7. Okay. So you can Thunder and Jump with 7. Which, if you're good, that's enough. Thunder and Jump is enough. Shield just helps you tank some of the damage. Yeah, usually I have enough essences where I don't have to do D8. So it is kind of refreshing to do it again, right? Yeah, once T-Bird gets down below half health, those fireballs get really nasty. Okay. Zelda Dungeon Wiki has all that info. Very nice. Yeah, I'm sure someone out there had already compiled all that information. It was just a matter of finding it on the internet. Especially, like, considering how difficult Zelda 2 is, just being able to, like, route out the magic usage is very valuable. Alright, I don't have boss key, do I? No. But I have enough small keys where I can at least get this taken care of. So that way when we come back, we can just run to the boss. I'm actually kind of curious what game I'm going to play next. I could just go back and finish Zelda II. But if I have the items I need for some of the other games, it might be better to save Zelda II for a little bit. Just so I don't have to do as much grinding. Which D8 do I like more? Ancient Tomb or Sword and Shield Maze? I like the theme of Sword and Shield Maze a little bit more. The fire and ice theme is really cool and hot at the same time. Ancient Tomb, I feel like, just feels more of a final dungeon. Like, it has you go through all these trials and stuff, right? And I feel like that just makes more sense as a final dungeon, but this is a very cool theme. So I like them both. In terms of playing through them, I think I like Ancient Tomb a little bit more. Part of the reason is because of hide and seek or hyper slingshot skip shenanigans, like having to basically do that every time no matter what. Whereas Ancient Tomb does have a skip. It has the Dark Knot clip, which honestly doesn't get used enough. The D8 ice puzzle looking nutty with random puzzles. You know what's funny is that solution I saw immediately. Because it's like super easy. Like, it looks crazy, but if you actually just like look at it for like 2 seconds, you see exactly what you have to do.
Oops, I let this lapse and got hit with an ad kappa.
Alright, there's our boss key. Oh, welcome back, Draco. Thanks for the Prime Gaming. At least, let me take a look at it. Make sure. Yeah. You just have to push these 3 to the right. So, like, you just have to, like, get in there, and then boom. Push them all. Super easy. Do I want to fill up completely here? I feel like it makes sense to at least get a little bit. I don't need a lot. Because we're just doing Onyx. Alright, that's all 8 dungeons in seasons done. Let's go finish the game. Then I'm kind of curious what other items we'll get from here. Like, I'm sure we'll probably get something. Because there is a decent amount of checks left. There's about 20 things that we're gonna get. I mean, I'm sure we'll be fine, but just to be sure. Never lucky, dude. We never get the good patterns. Yeah, I've never actually seen that happen before. Where he just doesn't throw the ball. So, I guess that's the thing. I fell. Yeah, the thing. The thing. Fall again. Immediately. Gotta love it. This is my new favorite thing. Oh! It's not working. It's not working. Hold on. Does it only work if you're pressing left? That would be weird. Well, yeah, it works if I press left. There we go. We were fine the whole time. I wasn't even worried. And there's our release. Let's see. What did we get? Sword: A Link to the Past, and Cane for Ages. That was the Tarm Old Man. Ocarina for Minish, okay. Yeah, so Cane for Ages is big. I think that puts Ages in Go mode. Or no, close to it. It's not quite. But yeah, let's head over to Ages. We can get a bunch of dungeons done at least. Yeah, I still need the tuning nut. Alright, so... yeah. We can do 5. We can do 8, and we can do 6. Oh, I also need the level 2 switch hook. I just noticed that. I don't have that either. I probably should just go and do, do Zelda II, right? I feel like just playing Zelda 2 makes the most sense, because we're going to get a release out of that. And that's another 20 checks, looks like. Though how many of them are keys in palaces and stuff? Probably a few. Not that many, I don't think. But yeah, right now I'm just going to focus on getting dungeon completions. So that way when I come back in here, all I have to do is finish 4 and 7. There are a few overworld checks we can grab, so I probably will grab those. I don't know if I want to keep digging in the dungeon, though. I guess technically, yeah, D5. I'm gonna go back in real quick. There's like 2 things that are available. If both of them are not keys, or like if they aren't both keys, the back of the dungeon's just dead. Alright, that is a key. And then that means the other one's probably a key. Actually, yeah, I think it has to be a key because the star ore was found behind all 5 keys. Yep. So yeah, we'll full clear. Just because we know now that everything is in logic here. I do have the boomerang. I could I could do the skip here. Let's see if I remember how to do it. There we go. It doesn't really do much. It skips 1 key. Okay. Broken sword. And, okay, hold on. I'm just gonna leave. That is our 4 sword for Minish Cap. We can finish Minish Cap right now. Let's just go finish Minish Cap. Alright, why is this not... Let me reload everything. Didn't want to connect properly. There we go. We got a lot of traps, didn't we? Here's our ocarina, there's our 4 sword, there's our DHC boss key. Let's go beat the game. Yeah, DHC is open, right? Yeah. Open DHC. I hate these guys so much. Actually, more like I hate that one attack. Because it does so much damage. But yeah, when we're running with 10 hearts max, 9 currently, it's you have to be a little bit more careful with your damage output, or damage input. But we have the goods, so we're fine. I don't know if I got that fairy or not. I did not. Okay. That's fine. I don't need it. Or shouldn't need it. I swear, the third one is always on the bottom. But yeah, pretty easy body tube. Minish Cap's gonna get us about 40 items. It's a pretty significant amount. See, the domino effect is real. Like, once one game falls, the next games are just right there in line. Really? I love how I'm doing better with the, like, not lining it up than I am lining it up. There we go. Minish Cap is now completed. Hammer vs. Zelda II? Let's go. That's a big one. There's our tuning nut and our progressive hook for ages as well. Oh, and red mail. We got lamp for Link Between Worlds. Okay. Yeah. That had, like, everything. Alright, let's go back to ages. Let's go back to ages. We can finish that now. I think, are we just in go mode? Are we just straight go mode now? What else do I need? I don't even know what else I possibly need for any of the games. Alright, this has to be vanilla D4. Unless there's something in A Link Between Worlds that I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, we should be able to just go mode pretty much everything right now. There's our boss key already. That makes this dungeon a little bit easier. Because then I don't have to worry about going all the way to the end. So I only need 4 small keys for this. Six is already in go mode. Like, we could just go right to the boss there. 7, we have to do some work in. 8, we have to do some work in. It's actually kind of amazing how quickly we're getting to the end now. Yeah, the Stalfos are jerks. All of them. Honestly, I should be putting that on. Double. Double hearts return is always good. Yeah, these guys are just everywhere. Progressive mail for A Link Between Worlds. Okay. That's also really good. Yeah, that's red mail for A Link Between Worlds. Now I gotta try and figure out what game do I want to finish on. I feel like A Link to the Past should be the final game because you fight Ganon. It probably should have been Zelda 1. Like, at this point, it doesn't really matter what game we do in what order. But I want to finish with Ganon, I think. I should have probably put Ganon on in an Oracle game. But then we wouldn't have known which Oracle game we need to fight Ganon in. Or, like, which one would have been left at the end, right? I think A Link to the Past Ganon is the one that makes the most sense as a finale. Because you get the Triforce, you defeat Ganon, the Master Sword goes back to sleep. Like, a lot of really good things. A lot of things that, you know, feel very finale-like. There's our red tunic for LADX. So all of our, like, male upgrades were just here. Yeah, LADX is done. I'm just pointing out that, like, we didn't have a male upgrade for a tunic upgrade for LADX, and now we're getting it in the same dungeon that we got an upgrade for A Link Between Worlds. Wow, they're all right there. See, I can skip the floor puzzle. I don't need it. It's a key. So it's the small key. So yeah, we definitely don't need it then. Alright, let's go do 8. I'd probably finish with 7, honestly, because it's right next to the Maker Tree. So 8, 6, 7 sounds good. Let's see, if I get the boss key, I could probably just go. Oh wait, I never checked to see how many slates I need. Oh, we might need another slate. I mean, we'll probably be fine, right? Should be fine. We have 3. There's a 1 in 4 chance. Or 1 in 5 chance, actually. Because there's a chance for 0. Oh, wait! I don't have the power glove either. I guess we can't finish this. I didn't even notice I didn't have the power glove, honestly. We may have to just come back here. And this is actually the good the situation that I want to be in for save scumming. And then doing the Dark Knight clip. Like this is the perfect situation for that. Because we come in here, we use our key, we get an item. This item probably is a multi-world item. So we get it, either way. Or it's the boss key. Alright. I needed that. But yeah, we're gonna... Let's go to a different game. Hopefully we can get the power glove from there. Let's do Zelda 2. Let's just do it. We gotta get it over with at some point. Alright, so now that we have the hammer, we can actually go the easy way. We don't have to go through Death Mountain every time to get through everything. Come right here, go through the rock. Yeah, might as well go into the cave. So I just have to finish off Island Palace. And then we can go into the Great Palace. So I think I should probably pull up the map here again. Like, I know where I'm going, but for the most part. But yeah, there's these keys. We already got the outside check, so I don't need to worry about that. That was like the one thing we could get in here earlier. Alright, go right first. Is downstab the intended way to get that one item I died to? Honestly, it might be. It might be downstab only. I never checked to see if the tracker said it was in logic or not, you know? There's an item over here. Downstab just makes everything easier. So much better. That's probably something to keep in mind for future runs if we decide to do this. Like, use downstab for a lot of things. Oh wait, I think... yeah, I think there is... there is an item in here. Trying to remember where it is. Is it all the way at the bottom? Yeah, I think it's the bottom. Okay. So I have to go through the bottom path. Alright, I got my item. Get out of here. Get out of here! Yeah, because this room you can't get through without downstab. There's so many places that require downstab. Alright. Can I walk on water here? I cannot. That was one thing that I was kind of thinking about. It was like, I wonder if you can walk on the water there. Just to get to the island area. Alright, so the idea is we're going to grind to 8 attack before we go into Great Palace. Actually, I probably want 8 attack, 8 magic. It's gonna be a long grind, but it's definitely the safest way of getting through Great Palace. It's not the one I wanted. I might want to just go to New Kasuto, honestly. That way we can just refill while we're there. And there are a couple checks in New Kasuto anyway. Alright, we gotta use spell. We have to use the spell to get the one more item here. Alright, there's the last slate. So we at least have that. We don't have to worry about that anymore. We still need to get our, whatchamacallit? Power Glove. Alright, this grind shouldn't be too long, honestly. When you're killing the orange Lizalfos, like, they get you a decent amount of experience. Alright, let's get attack up. And then... yeah, I'll just get attack up, honestly. If I wanted to, I could maybe go for a little bit towards magic. But attack is the #1 thing. Now, obviously, we wouldn't have to do this if we were able to route our palaces a little bit better, but I'm really bad at routing, apparently. Well, I also just can't keep track of all of the experience that we're going to be getting throughout the run. Because it's not a very calculated route. Alright, so there's our attack 8. I think that's good enough, honestly. 877. Because we can always take the death at this point. Like, we can take the death for T-Bird. We don't have to use the magic. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. We'll also get like a decent amount of experience as we go. One more encounter? Ah. Still would have liked the other encounter, but this is fine. Besides, we're probably just gonna take like 1,000,000 deaths in here anyway. Death Mountain is by far the hardest part. Just getting through here without dying is impossible. Strike environmental deaths from the Deathless challenge. I mean, that could work. But those still count as deaths, right? Oh, did I just do a skip? I did the skip. Let's go. I got the encounter skip that I wanted, even though I wasn't even trying for it. Let's go. Let me through. Thank you. Alright, let's go for the encounter skip here. There we go. That one was a lot easier. Well, not really. That one actually, I had to try for it. But yeah, these encounters are so much better than the forced encounters. Alright, we're here. Great Palace. Spicy chickens. This place is so annoyingly hard. Mostly because of these guys. The spicy chickens are brutal. Because the freaking fire. Yeah, it's got great music, that's for sure. Alright, we gotta go through the Waffle House. I think the first Waffle House isn't terrible. It's the second one with the Eagle Guard. That one's annoying. These guys. These guys are brutal. I'm just trying to get through him. I don't even care. Like, I don't even want to fight these guys. Was this where the fairy is? No. Okay. Or there might be a fairy thing there. Get off screen. Thank you. Alright, here is Waffle House number 2. This is the spicy Waffle House. Yeah, that room is brutal. Get out of my lane! Like, even knowing the strats to get through there, still impossible. Think there's another spicy chicken? Yeah. Another brutal guy. There is a fairy over here. I know this for a fact. Shoutouts to, like, safety strats. Let's think. I just keep going down. Down, left. This is the one of the last spicy chicken rooms, I'm pretty sure. We go poop. Fall in the hole. And we're a T-bird. I am gonna have to take a death here, just so I can have magic. Wow, I can barely see the fireballs. Yeah, I cannot see the fireballs at all. Gonna have to use like corner of the screen strats for this. Even that might not be enough. We might be fine. There we go. And now we fight our shadow. There we go. Alright, let's see what we send. We sent out... Sent Seedling. Hookshot for Link to the Past. Okay. That was the only, like, big thing left in there. Alright, we're gonna have to go back in... Maybe we go to the Link Between Worlds now. I think that's probably the play. Let's do a Link Between Worlds. Because there's a lot of things in there. And I'm sure, like, once we clear that out, that will probably have the last thing we need. If not, it might just be in Ages or a Link to the Past. Alright, so... Forget which dungeon I have to beat. I think it's... Was it Palace of Darkness? Or, no, it was Skull Woods, right? Yeah, Skullwoods I have to beat. Alright, so let's go beat Skullwoods. Would help if I also connected the tracker. There we go. Alright, where is my entrance? Alright, I guess I have to go all the way around to enter Skullwoods over here. Yeah, there's our entrance over here. Do I remember how this dungeon goes? Not quite. But we'll do it. So we'll get through it. It'll be fine. I assume it's probably typical Skullwoods fashion. Yeah, fallen holes and stuff. Landing locations. There we go. Got a small key. And that'll probably take me to my next area. Key up thing here. Okay. Can't go in that way. So there's probably another entrance. Yep, probably in there. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot how this works. I have to push these. So I don't actually have to wait for him. I mean, I could use him to kill these guys. But I don't have to. Probably more fun to do it that way. Bombs are better for that run. I'm sure there's probably like a lot of strategies that I'm not using that would be better. This whole section is just really annoying. Not really a fan of it. There is a chest out here. Alright, is it this hole that I go in? No. Not that one. Must be the other one around there. Best strat there is eye duping. Oh no, even that one doesn't do it. Okay. So there is another hole. This one. There we go. Now we're on top. Hey, we got a heart container. Nice. Ah! Does it send it back? It does. Okay. We did it! Even this boss is just really stupid. Like, the whole point of this boss is just getting him to hit himself, basically. Like, this is such a hard boss. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, am I doing anything here? Oh, I probably should hold up against the wall. That's the one thing I probably should be doing. Because my merges aren't working every time. There we go. I'm emerging just to save stamina a little bit. I don't need to, but just to save it a little bit. Clearly, with double stamina, you don't need to, but I don't know. Alright, we have all of our paintings. Now we just gotta go to the castle. I don't remember the last time I actually did this full dungeon. I mean, clearly we're gonna do everything here. Just because I need the keys, probably. Alright, well, that is not an important item, so I'm not going to bother with that. That is also not an important item down there, so I don't need that. Yeah, I really don't even, like, remember any of this. Oh, I see. I see. There we go. I think the only time I ever did these trials was in my casual playthrough. Alright, so we did that one. There's one there. the Hamburglar. This hamburger does not look very appetizing to me. It looks like it's moldy. Alright, that's number 2. But there were checks in that area, so should probably go back in here. And one of the checks was a big chest. No, that doesn't help. I need the big bomb. Alright, I see what I have to do here. Alright, there we go. Knowing that we can throw the bomb over the walls helps. No! I was so close. Yeah, this room is not great. Yeah, having that dude right there is the worst possible thing. Because it basically just turns this into do this 100 times and hope you get lucky getting past this guy. Like, the rest of this puzzle is fun. I like this room. I don't like that ice face guy at the end. We did it! We did it! We survived. For a seed satchel for a game that we already completed. Alright, lantern. I see what we're going for here. Learn the path. And then execute. So actually I don't want the lantern equipped right now. While I'm learning the path. Alright. So straight left. There. Okay. Alright, that's trial 3. One more. Yeah, Great Spin really does trivialize a lot. Like, you can just stand there and be like, okay. You can't even get close to me. Another great room for eye duping. Yeah, this looks like a great room for eye duping. But do I even need to do the puzzle here? If I have the key, I can just come up to the boss. Easy boss. And that clears all 4 trials, so we should be able to just move on. Is there a boss key for here? I don't think there is. I think we're just good. I think it's all about just clearing the trials. Yeah, no boss key. Alright, let me heal up with some fairies. Before we... Do I have a fairy in a bottle? I do have a fairy in a bottle. Honestly, we should be okay. I think. The last time I fought you, Ganon, I used up like all my fairies. Yeah, we should be okay. If not, then I'll, on the second round, we'll get more fairies or whatever. I also have, like, everything. Part of it is just me not remembering patterns. Oh yeah, you can block with the shield, can't you? I always forget I have a shield. 5 rupees. Let's go. Where's he at? Oh. There we go. Time for the shot heard round the world. That might be my favorite like thing about like the final boss here. This also would have been a good one to end on, too, because of the Triforce at the end. But it's not Ganon, specifically. It's you, Ganon. There we go. Alright, what do we get? Cane of Samaria for A Link to the Past. Honestly, Ages might have to go look for its own Power Glove. We might have to do A Link to the Past now. Yeah, we might just have to do A Link to the Past. That's fine. That just means we'll end with Ages. And who doesn't love ending with Ages? Oh, AP client's not popping up. There we go. Let's see, what locations do I have to go to? I have to go to... Turtle Rock, which was at Mire? No, that was at Desert, I think. Either way, we have to go over here. Go to Desert back. Or no, was it at Hyrule? It might have been at Hyrule Castle. No, it was here. Okay. Don't have the big key. Actually, don't have any keys for here. So yeah, I should be able to just go backwards from here, I think. I don't know what the key situation is like there. I don't know, I can't even remember the last time I've done Turtle Rock. Well, the last time I've done Turtle Rock backwards is never. But yeah, it looks like I'm getting enough keys to be able to do all this. A lot of rooms in this game are just weird. Alright, there's our big key. Okay. So now we can just go through here. Nice heart ring for seasons. Wait, where am I going? Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Ouchies. It's fine. If a cheese I had. Okay. Alright, let's take the safety door. Because I clearly need it. Are you kidding me? That doesn't even make sense. Alright, that's fine. Clearly I haven't fought Trinex in a long time. Forget the exact positioning that I want for everything. There we go. Turtle walk down. Now I gotta figure out, remember where Swamp was. I wanna say... Was Swamp at Ice Palace? It was, okay. Alright, I don't have the boss key. Who cares? Yep, there's our boss key. Which doesn't actually lock the boss in this game, in this dungeon. Alright, so... we know where Ganon's is. Ganon's is at Eastern. It's very easy to get to. Did we already get the boss key out of Ganon's? I don't remember. I don't think we did. So I think we have to keep going. What about Meyer? It's not a crystal. We've already gotten all our crystals. Or no! Oh! There is one more crystal. Is it a crystal there? I guess it is. There's... There's our thing. Okay. Do I want to go and finish Ages first, and then we can finish with A Link to the Past? That might be a good idea. Maybe it works better with the Bloomerang? Alright, maybe not. I don't care. We're not doing this strat anymore. We'll just do this way. This way is consistent. Alright, still no boss key. I think once we get the boss key, then I'll probably just leave. Or, you know, I'll fight Ice Armos. Why not? Because we're right there. Could also get the big chest, which I never get. Alright, let's go do Meyer then. We just have to do the boss in Meyer. We did everything else. Oh, I had it the right way already? I thought you had to change it. Oh, I think that was for spooky action. You do that. So you don't have to come in here. I guess if I wanted to, I could just go ahead and do all of Ganon's tower right now. And then we just finish Ganon after we do Ages. That's a possibility. Or we just finish this up, because we're here. I think it makes more sense to just finish it up. Not care about what we finish with. You know, I probably could have finished Ganon's tower and then did Mire, because I think it's just the crystals open up um, Ganon's hole. You gotta love the spikes getting in the way, making everything super annoying. I just have bees. All my bottles have bees. Oh wait, I don't even have the bug net. That's fun. Yeah, we'll be fine. No, I pressed the wrong button. That fireball ghost has been on point. I didn't get that one? There we go. Validation, purple rupee. Oh, I missed. I'm doing really good. This is the best Aga 2 of all time. Alright, before I go into the Ganon, just gonna fill my health. Hopefully. There we go. Gotta love having butter for this. It makes these phases so much faster. Again, it still hits like a truck. There we go. And there goes our A Link to the Past release. Yeah, there was nothing left there. Cracked tuning nut and down thrust. and 2 butterflies. But yeah, let's head over to Ages and finish it up. Also, before I forget, let me close out of SNI, because for whatever reason it never closes properly. Alright, we got our power glove. Let's go. I think we're more than equipped to finish this. We do have to finish 3 whole dungeons, though. But one of them I just run to the back. The other one... This one here... also isn't too much. Especially when you can Dark Knot clip. Get to the end pretty quickly. Actually, I don't even know if I need to go this way, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Do I have the boss key? I do. Yeah, we got the boss key last time, right? Last time we were in here. So yeah, then we don't even need to do anything. We can just go straight to the boss. How many did it take? 2. 3. It was 3. So yeah, we were fine if we had the power glove. Alright, that's one down. Oh yeah, the next one is like back in the graveyard here. I have all 3 small keys and I have boss key. I don't need to do anything in here. Just beat the boss. Alright, nice and easy. That's 2. One more. And this last one's actually like probably the easiest to get to. Actually, I don't know if it's the easiest to get to per se, but it's right here. It's right outside the Maku tree. So, perfect spot. We have 2 small keys here. We do not have the boss key. But as soon as I find boss key, it's just over. There it is! Alright. I'm gonna fight the mini-boss just for the portal. Make it a little bit easier to get to the boss. But yeah, at this point, all I have to do is just go hit the switch, raise the water level up, and go to the boss. Oh, I never reconnected the the tracker. Not like it really matters. But just for your information, to see the essences lit up on screen. And look, I'm right next to the Maker Tree. Perfect spot. Alright, let's see if we'll get the opportunity today. I feel like we should, right? It's only fair. It's only fair if our friend comes out to play. There we go. Hey, what's going on, Bice Chew? We are just about to finish. Finishing up our last game here. Unfortunately, it was not a deathless run, but we got pretty far. We got about almost 80% of the way through before we took a death. And then at that point, I didn't really care. We just wanted to finish it up. So we probably took a few more deaths after that. Some really weird deaths that I wasn't expecting. But mostly Zelda II. Zelda 2 is by far the most difficult of the games. And I'm actually pretty proud at how far I made it in Zelda 2 without dying. Of course, I think we would have gotten a lot further if we didn't run into downstab being so late. Like, if we had downstab, Zelda 2 wouldn't have been as bad as it was. But there we go. Our final game has been completed. We finish in a time of 25 hours, 48 minutes, 58 seconds. Very nice. What else did we get? There was a Cloudtop's Kinstone and Stink Bag. Dog food. Oh, there was our bug catching net. It was in Jabu. Otherwise, there really wasn't that much left. But yeah, this was a fun challenge. Even though it wasn't fully deathless, it was a fun multi-world to do. I want to do more of these like longer style multi-worlds. And as I alluded to earlier, I want to do one with every Zelda game in it. That one's probably going to take me a very long time. Yeah, next time we can add Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. But we'll also add in Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Skyward Sword, and Twilight Princess. I don't know if any other Zeldas have Archipelago at this moment. I know there was a talk about doing Triforce Heroes. I don't think that one's ready yet. I don't think there's one for Four Sword Adventure. I sure hope there's no CDI version. I still have to play the CDI games at some point. I don't know if I want to, but I should. And then the Switch games don't have Archipelagos because Archipelago is not supporting Switch games right now. So no Breath of the Wild, no Tears of the Kingdom, no Echoes of Wisdom. No Switch remake of LA. Though I think that you could probably do manual ones of those. But I don't want to do like manual stuff. I'm insane, yeah. A little bit. I also should probably come back to the deathless portion of this at some point and just try and see if we can do any better. 79% is very, very good. I don't know if I'll be able to beat that. Like, we were able to do a lot without having to take a death. And part of that was because Zelda II was locked so deep in the multi-world. I think if we had Zelda II earlier, the run would have died much earlier. I'm actually curious how many deaths we took in total. Including like Zelda 2 and then the like few random scatter deaths we took afterward. It probably wasn't that much. Zelda 2 did have a few like really dumb deaths that I could have avoided. Mostly falling in pits. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this Zelda multi-world challenge. If you did, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and I will catch you all next time.